Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the back. Oh, not in the back, anything. I'm in the front room. And it's late at night. It's so cool too. These are my leftover colors. This is a 10 by 20 inch canvas. I am thinking that's nice, that was dry. I'm thinking about putting a few layers of paint on the sky area, maybe even, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put Prussian blue. I'll figure out what to do with those other colors later. And neon purple. And this is the Purple Flash. That's a color shift from Folk-Art. And then this or this. Maybe both. Let's just do... I haven't ever put all my paint in a line like you see the bloom makers do. And I might be sorry I did it, but hopefully not. This is my OXO omelet turning spatula. I'm going to bring my canvas over to the edge yep, don't lose the paint over the top. I've got a Lullaby silicone mat below me and it's still somewhat clean, so I can rescue whatever I get on that dripped over. I do want all of this paint on my edges. So I am going to take advantage. Ooh, we got pretty cells happening. That's beautiful. A little more. Almost there. And I could tip things if I wanted to. Or I could just keep right on doing what I'm doing, which is making my twilight sky. Let's make sure I'm covered. I love using my spatula for swipes. This is an OXO omelet turning spatula called a Flip and Fold, and it is available on my Amazon link. Underneath the video, there is a link that says Linktree in blue, and on it is my Amazon link, where you can find my Pinterest, my Instagram, Facebook groups, my Saatchi art. You name it, it's there, and so is my Amazon link. And there's a lot of cool stuff there, and if you shop there, it helps me out, and I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I think I might be tempted to tip that for a moment, so let me grab an edge catcher, because when I use an edge catcher, it means any paint that goes on it, I can also retrieve. I don't think I'm going to get any paint out of that, to be honest with you. I think I'm just going to have to take a chance. I really don't want to lose all that purple, but I guess I want... You know what? If I don't want to lose it, maybe I should just add more. Add a lot more? Yeah, why not? It's late. It's kind of a novelty for me still. And maybe, just maybe, because it happened once, it'll happen again. Yeah, I lost some of it, but that's okay. Because I'm thinking, I really like that. If I drag with a very light hand and use my tweezers to pull those things out I see that are in there, I don't know what they are either. I may actually get some more cells. Now I was going to use some paint on the bottom to help flow the paint that I have left over. This might be really simple. Like I said 3 or 4 times now, it's late. I might even be a little punchy. Not sure why I should be. I've been like hiding inside the house. It's been so hot here. Haven't been painting outside for a while. Been enjoying the bug-free encounter with paint very much. Looking for anything anomalous that looks weird, like the edge of the canvas with the edge of the canvas sort of has the potential to show through in places that I don't like. It doesn't matter that the paint goes down below. I kind of want to take all that off of there. Can I do that? I guess I can't. But I can throw it in the bucket. I have one more spatula left, and I think I'm going to use it. What do I want to do with this? I want to freshen it up with a whole bunch of green. I love when they sit for a while, the colors, and then they sort of meld a little bit. That is a color shifting green gold from Folk-Art, and this is a minty green that I swear I just cleaned out the nozzle of. Now, if I want another color in there, I need to think about what that might be. Really doesn't seem like I cleaned this out, but there's a large lump in there that's gone now that I've cleaned it. What else do I want in there? I kind of like, I think both the copper and the gold are good for me. And I like this Deco-Art Americana Gold that I added orange into. And if I want something else in there, I can have it. And am I going to use a shovel to do that? I think I'm going to put some of my turquoise in there too. Let's see what happens. I keep saying that I'm going to add some paint to the bottom of this. I guess I will. Maybe just a little. I'll use my smaller OXO. There are two sizes. And paint will often help paint slides, so let's hope that's enough, and if it isn't, I'll just add some more. I often like when I put black on the bottom to slide whatever I'm adding to it, I'm like, hey, that's done. It just looks, I just like it, and I know you're not supposed to like black in paintings, or there's some rule in painting that you're not supposed to like not use black. It's cheating somehow, but since I know nothing at all about painting except for what I've taught myself basically over time, I don't have those rules. It's just a rumor for me. Maybe just a little bit more. I do like making up my Artist Loft latex semi-gloss combinations in big bottles. The black and the white both have Walmart semi-gloss in them, along with Artist Loft. You can find my paint pouring recipe underneath the video. You guys can ask me any questions you want too, and people have been asking, thank you Paula, for asking in the Facebook group, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group, which is for students. And there are occasional challenges there lately. We've been challenging where colors are concerned. Oh, I love that black bottom, but I do have colors to use up, and I am going to use them. Let's make sure I've got all the paint off my spatula, so I don't need to waste any of that. Come on. Lots of times, your finger is the best tool of all, bar none. Especially with these canvases that are from Michaels, the inexpensive ones are probably from far away, and the primer does not always let paint adhere as nicely as we'd like it to. Alright, that's going in the bucket. Now, I'm going to grab a shovel this time. Am I? Yes, I am. And I'm going to do something I haven't done exactly. Well, I used to make pebbles on the beach, I want to call them, and I sold that painting. And I'm just going to put a whole bunch. I'm going to put all. I'm going to use up my paint. I don't know what it is I'm showing. They're certainly not flower fields yet, or anything recognizable, but I'm not sure that I really care. So whatever I get would be nice if I were getting it on top of an edge catcher. That way if it falls down I can scrape off my residuals. But in the meantime, I can still clean out my residuals, and I can use my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula to clean out my shovel. And if I don't think I have enough paint to flow, because I put a really thin coat on in the background, I can add some paint into the holes, the gaps. I have this method of doing weedy gardens where I just dribble paint all over and then tip up and tip back and spread the drops around. If you haven't seen them, there's an entire playlist. There are lots of playlists on my channel. My YouTube channel has over 1,400 videos in created playlists. If you go to all playlists, you'll find them. I like that horizon line just like it is. I think I'm almost ready to give it up. I'm going to take whatever there's left here in my container because I don't need to waste any paint. Really, I don't. I'm going to tip this up and see what happens. Tip it back down and see what happens. And call it good. I do see that weird little spot right there that's kind of bugging me. Right here. So I'm going to try and grab some paint. And just pull it across. And then use my residuals. I've got a white studio cloth, nice cotton automotive rag. You could use whatever you want. Now I don't actually have to hold the whole edge catcher to the painting, but if I want to run the paint all the way across and make a puddle to throw back again, or to take off the edge catcher and put in another spot, I don't have to use the whole edge catcher. I don't have to mess up the sky area is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so those are cool little hills, and I'm going to wish that I had a longer edge catcher right now, and do I? Yeah, I see one down there. Okay. I want a longer edge catcher for the bottom. I'm not sure I want to get rid of all that black, but that might happen. So if I go down on one end, then when I get the puddle, I can roll it right down, and I can rock my edge catcher ever so slightly as I watch that puddle. This is convenient because there isn't a humongous amount of paint on this end. I see that thing in there that needs to go away. I am almost done, so I should tell you guys I sell my artwork. You can find my email address should you happen to be interested in that below the video, underneath the Linktree link. And I don't know what this is. It's sort of like a rolling sea of fun colors, but maybe one more tip. Maybe one more tip. I'll just go that way. So where was I? I was saying, if you guys want to help me out, you can. And there is a monthly drawing every month for those who contribute to the help keep the studio rolling. And thank you to everybody who has so far. Oh, I can let that roll and touch up my top edge at the same time. Cross my fingers I'm telling the truth, because it could be a problem if I'm wrong. But I think it's going to be fine. I can also put a skewer in there and move some colors around if I want to. There's paint on my edge catcher, which means I can take that paint off with my remaining spatula and use it wherever I so choose, which in this case is going to be a little here and a little there and a little there, and where else? Oh, I've got some nice paint on my tile too. I do often like to let all the paint run up. If I put a big enough puddle down at the bottom when I'm tipping down, then I also have the opportunity to flow a second layer of paint up into the composition. But I kind of think if I just keep at this, I might get something I like. And if it's not fancy enough for me, or it's too fancy, or one or the other, I can always add a layer tomorrow. Let me just make a small adjustment here. I made myself a little swipe cloth attached to a little swipe acetate card, I should say. And I can use that acetate card to do all kinds of things that include swiping. I like that little bit of black over there in the back. I can see some canvas there, so I'm happy to get rid of that. I think I'm pretty well off. I'm going to take a chance. Move some of that down here. Am I? Maybe I'm going to tip one more time. Let all of that flow down. I can even show you guys. Not that it's very close. I am a little further away from, the camera is a lot further away from me than it was when I was outside. I might indulge myself and put a line of Prussian blue along that horizon line because I like to do that. But I am going to grab another skewer first. I'm going to move that up. If the paint layer is too thin underneath, then when you mess around with the top layer and you gouge the canvas when the paint is getting kind of gummy or gooey, then you're taking a chance I ought to do that from a direction where I can see what I'm doing. I have a straw. I'm not sure it's a good idea, but I'm going to try it anyway. I had a few splatters right there and I just wanted to blend them in. So I got 2 minutes left to tell you guys whatever I want to tell you, and I've told you a lot of things already. So thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate that very much. When you subscribe and you get notifications, if you happen to want to really help me out, the best thing you can do is choose to watch the video when you get the notification, because the algorithm judges who's worthy of having more notifications handed out to people in the first hour when people are notified. And I'm kind of getting left behind at the moment again. And I've got a lot of new subscribers. Oh, I like that. That's okay. I think it needs a moon in the sky, but I'm afraid I don't want a blue moon, so I'm going to wait and put my moon in tomorrow, because that seems like a smart thing to do, because I know that blue just soaks right through. Alright, so I want to make sure that all the marks I want in here are where I want them to be. And if I touch the edge, I'll get what I want. I'm going to torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint, if there are any, and there probably aren't too many. I could put another layer in there. I could put cliffs on the sides. I could probably do quite a few things. But this is what I'm going to do for right now. So lots of times torching will release cells in the paint, and the paint will sell with pouring medium in it often, especially Floetrol, if you're stretching it or agitating it. I still have some pretty cells from when I swiped my sky with a spatula. That's a beautiful color. I think that blue color is, well no, that's the combination of the color shifting blue from Deco-Art and the Prussian blue, which is pretty cool. I kind of want to put, I think I'm going to try and put some little trees or something in there tomorrow. So I love you guys. There's almost 89,000 of you. Thank you all for subscribing. I will see you anon. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, saying thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate it when you share my videos. If you watch longer, it helps me. Shop that Amazon link at no added cost to you, and you might actually help me stay here longer, and that would be really cool. Thank you everybody for the donations and the wonderful comments you give me all the time. There is a drawing every month, and if you are a contributor to the studio, you will be included, and you can find out what the prizes are on the end screens of any video in the last 20 seconds. There is an exhibition video that includes those prizes. Yes, I'm still diddling, and I'm going to have to be very careful about that. Alright, I'll see you guys anon. Bye for now. Priscilla out.